Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to In the Office with Scott and Wallace. We're back. It's 2019. Just as a reminder, we host this little segment every Tuesday at 2 p.m. I always like to see where we come in, because most of the time we're not on time exactly. But it's 2:15, so we're happy to be with you. And again, Happy New Year. Hope everyone had a wonderful holiday season. I know we're still recovering and trying to get back into the swing of things, but there's a lot of stuff happening at the office, and we're excited to attack our cases and help more people that need our help. One of the things we talked to Megan about, and she put on our radar, what it might be a good idea to talk a little bit about some of the changes that are happening that are going into effect in 2019. If you're in Tallahassee and you're on the streets, you've probably seen a lot of action going on. I think Governor Desantis is moving in, and Clint, why don't you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I saw they renamed the streets for one day in honor of him. On not Monroe Street today, it's Desantis Way. But one of the big changes that happens is Governor Desantis inaugurated today. Tomorrow he gets to replace 3 of the Supreme Court justices that termed out because of age limits. Florida has rules about how old you can be and be a justice or a judge. And so he gets 3 justices in this particular circumstance, but it applies to judges too.
Absolutely.
And so ultimately he gets to appoint 3 people. I've read in the papers he's going to appoint them tomorrow. Interestingly, the way Florida works their system is he gets a list of people that he can select from. So he can't just pick anybody out there. So he's got a list of 11 people that he has to choose 3 people from that list of 11. And of the list, 2 African-American justices term out, and there's nobody on the list that's African-American. So this will be the first time in over 30 years there won't be any African-American justices on the Supreme Court, which is very odd and not very representative of Florida's population, in my opinion.
Yeah. Along those lines, this happened late last year, but the Supreme Court in its current state, the Supreme Court ruled that expert testimony, or the standard of admissibility regarding expert testimony, is now Frye again. There's 2 competing standards across the country, Frye and Daubert. Frye, in my opinion, I think is the better standard. The difference between the 2 is with Frye, if an expert, like in our profession, a doctor, offers opinions that are based on generally accepted principles within the field, then he or she can offer that opinion. With Daubert, the judge, the trial court judge, serves more as a gatekeeper, and the judge, just like all of us lawyers, is not practicing medicine most of the time.
Right.
And so it creates a little bit of chaos, and it creates a lot more litigation regarding the admissibility of expert opinions. So this way, it allows the jury to hear from, for example, a treating physician, someone who may have seen one of our clients, 15, 20, 25 times during the course of treatment after an accident, and that, who better to talk about the injury and the cause of that injury. So we're excited to have that guiding principle back in place in Florida, and are looking forward to helping our clients at trial, given that.
It should really cut down on the cost of litigation too.
It should.
Makes the courts more accessible to everyone, so that's another byproduct of it, Robert.
Exactly. On the employment front, Matt.
January 1st of every year, the state of Florida increases the state's minimum wage by law. This year it's going up from $8.25 an hour to $8.41 an hour. If you were to Google minimum wage, you might be a little confused because there's a federal minimum wage, but the state of Florida has elected to have a higher minimum wage than the federal mandated minimum wage. So Florida increases every single year on the first of the year, whereas the federal minimum wage hasn't changed since 2009. So this year and every year, individuals who work hourly can expect to see a raise in their paycheck if you're a minimum wage employee. And that's something to be on the lookout for. And as I said, it's done every year, so you can always expect that to be happening, and always be on the lookout to make sure that your employer has increased your minimum wage position to be in accordance with Florida's new minimum wage.
And is strict compliance with that required?
Yes. Any employee in the state of Florida is required to make the Florida minimum wage, which again is now $8.46 an hour. So it went up by 21 cents.
Okay. All right. Well,
You got, guys, just to interject, you've got some people watching. Thanks for the info. And then you've also got Rachel, who you know very well, says, watching sick from home. Hi, guys.
hey, Rachel, hope you
Feel
feel
better.
better. We miss you here. You have some things to do. So we're looking forward to getting you back. Feel better.
Feel better, Rachel.
All right. Well, again, we're excited to jumpstart 2019 with our first episode of In the Office with Scott and Wallace today.
Do you want to tell everybody what you got going on tomorrow morning?
Yeah, absolutely. We got our partnership with Leon County Schools, so stay tuned for the Principal of the Month tomorrow morning. We'll be live.
Yeah, excited for that.
You wrap it up?
Yeah. Happy New Year, everybody, and look forward to seeing y'all next week. Thanks.
See you guys
See
next
you guys.
Tuesday.